Hi, my name is Meg Blodgett, and today I'm going to be talking about one of the tools that I've used in the past for different types of students that is called a behavior chart. So the great thing about a behavior chart is that it's completely customizable to the individual, so we can do it based on the goals that they have for the class or whatever they need to be accomplishing, and we can do it based on like whatever behaviors that we're seeing. I'm going to bring up a couple of examples that I've done for students in the past. Their names have been changed for their privacy. So for this student, this was one that I used in the classroom. And this student had a tendency to talk back, be non-compliant, not want to complete her work, or just rush through the work, or leave the classroom without permission, so eloping. So what I did for this one is that we would do it every single day. We would talk about it in the morning. We had a set criteria of what she was going to be earning for the day and what score she needed to get to be able to attain that goal. And based on that, we talked about, again, in the morning, like how we will respect peers and staff, complete classwork and activities, and then follow classroom rules. And then we also stated what she would not do. So very specifically saying what does this not look like? And that is one of the best things about applied behavior analysis, that we have to be defining behavior in observable and measurable terms. So then each one of these, we would have a different score. And the scoring prompt was down here. So if she only needed one prompt or less to attain that score, she would get a 2, and then so forth. 0 would be she needed 4+ prompts. And then I had put some comments down here, specifically for that day. And then this ended up working very well for this student, and she did amazing on it and continued working on it even after we were done school and she went to a different school. Another example that I had that I used for another student, but he was younger. This is for a primary student. He was a kindergartner at the time, so pretty much a very basic one, but still following what the parent and I had talked about with what we really wanted to see the student accomplish. One of them was following directions, and the other goal was staying in an assigned area. The parent and I had talked about what is that going to look like. We talked about it with the student as well. And then we learned that different smileys, if we were following it again with the different prompts, like only 1 to 2 prompts needed, he would get a smiley face. 3 to 4 would be a medium face, and then 5 or more prompts to stay in the area would be a red. The student was very highly motivated by staff praise and adult praise. So he wanted, for his reward, he wanted to get a high 5 and have a positive note home. So we were able to use that to accommodate to his goals and what he was trying to learn for this. I actually went, this was one of the students that I had during COVID teaching, virtual teaching. So we actually made a version of this chart on a Google G Suite, Google Slides, so that his mom and him could do it when they were doing work off on asynchronous time. And I also used it when we were doing work during the small groups. And this worked really well for this student. Again, keeping it simple, but then growing and having the potential to have it add to it once the students get to a different age. And I didn't have an example of this for today, but I've even used this for middle school and high schoolers, but it's a little bit more just written down, and like, here are your times that you need. And then it's really focusing more on having the student that's older self-monitor, because they're at that age where they can self-monitor their behaviors and don't necessarily need a teacher monitoring it all the time. Again, this is just 2 of my recommendations that I would use when doing an educational, the online coaching. So these are the behavior contract examples, and I look forward to sharing more of my resources with you all. Thank you.